For me as a student, because I always think that I'm always learning. So for me it's really interesting. The more we have different teachers or different experts, the more I get the chance to learn new stuff, me myself. So I think it should be very interesting for students as well. What excites me the most is actually to show them and to help them to use the elements that they have in different ways. If you prefer the classical world, that's okay. But it's nice to know that there are other possibilities and to really feel the joy in it. To try to see the beautiful thing in everything, not only in one type of music. It's just being free and try all the possibilities you have to just express emotions, express freely. Breaking free of stereotypes.
Der Morgenland Campus, der ist natürlich ganz eng verbunden mit dem Morgenland Festival Osnabrück. Es waren immer sehr viele Musiker während des Festivals in Osnabrück und irgendwie war es naheliegend zu sagen, Mensch, die sind hier, die proben, aber die haben noch Zeit, das wäre doch toll, wenn die mal einen Workshop machen an der Musikhochschule. Und jetzt haben wir 3 Jahre lang eben das wirklich als ein eigenständiges Projekt, den Morgenland Campus. Wir waren in den letzten Jahren in Osnabrück, in Hamburg an der Musikhochschule, in der gerade neu gebauten Jazz Hall. Und in diesem Jahr sind wir am Stauffer Center for Strings in Cremona in Italien. Ein fantastischer Ort, zauberhaft zum Arbeiten und für alle, glaube ich, sehr inspirierend.
It was really something that, we thought was so important to connect with the Morgenland Festival organization. Here we have just the perfect platform for young musicians, international artists to express and to work around music freely. And we wanted through this collaboration to expand our artistic vision. It's not just about, exchanging of styles, of how you can perform on an instrument, how you can blend different music languages, but it's really about understanding what it means to be an artist today, especially inside an academy.
So actually the idea is to share our... In diesem Fall, in diesem Jahr in Cremona ist es was Besonderes, weil die Stauffer Akademie oder das Stauffer Center for Strings ist eben wirklich explizit für klassische Musiker eigentlich. Weil das heißt auch für uns zu überlegen, macht es eigentlich Sinn, muss jemand, der wahrscheinlich in seinem späteren Leben hauptsächlich Brahms-Sonaten spielt oder so, ist es für den wichtig, dass der Makam kennenlernt oder arabische Rhythmen, die wahrscheinlich in dem Repertoire, das er spielen wird, sehr, sehr selten vorkommt.
Around music, we can create really a wider community of people that create something meaningful together. And it's all around the concept of using music and music education to build bridges, but real bridges. And I see and I realized over the years that there is so much to do. The European vision of culture and art is still too elitarian, elitaristic. So I think that it's time really to recognize also the value and the quality of the music coming from other regions of the world.
Every kind of music is represent the culture of this society, of this group. So If you want to understand cultures of different nations better, I think music is really the fastest way to understand.
I think the word is respect. You know, we should start listening to each other and have respect for each other's musical cultures. Cultures in general, and you know, characters, you know, personalities, you know, whatever, you know. Not having respect and not being able to see and recognize and acknowledge other cultures will cost us as humans.
Dazu kommt für mich, dass ich glaube, dass eigentlich, wenn wir über einen respektvollen Dialog reden von unserer westlichen Musik, die auf Halbtönen basiert, und der Musik östlich des Mittelmeers, die eben nicht auf Halbtönen basiert, sondern die verschiedene Modi hat, die man Makam nennt. Ich glaube, dass das ein wesentlicher Beitrag zur musikalischen Avantgarde sein kann. Weil was ist Avantgarde nach 4:33 von John Cage, was vor 70 Jahren entstanden ist?
We have different alphabets, we have different vocabulary, we have different ways of pronouncing it and composing it. But if I come from a very old musical culture that the music, the product of it is beautiful and it's rooted in some very old tradition, that doesn't mean that I come from the best musical culture.
You have your own baggage and your own sound and your own culture that you grew up with and then you experience. What happened here in this camp and what I did on my clarinet is that I want to add more to adapt the sound, the way of playing, and try to create a new identity or signature. That means by trying, keep what I do, what I have, but adding to it some little things from here, from ideas, from people that I heard, that I admire, but not to copy them, you know, just really to get inspired and try to express myself the way I want.
I think this generation of students is different from the earlier classical music students. They're very eager to learn, they want to expand their repertoire, they want to expand their experiences, and they are willing to try anything. And we just embrace that and we bring them in this new environment, and we don't make it too complicated. Sometimes people are a little bit afraid to play improvisation. They think it's jazz, it's many chords, it's complicated and it's inspired.
Morgenland Festival has always offered new ideas and in a very friendly package, which is the best combination for a musician such as myself who is looking for this kind of opportunity, because I basically go find musicians myself to work with, and I choose musicians from other cultures, you know, who are probably in the same kind of category musically that I am at this age. And whatever I do on my own, Morgenland is doing for me, you know. So this is one of the things that attracted me. It's not often that you see the directors of festival foresee, you know, what happens in music, and they choose the right people to put together.
And it's not just about, you know, consolidating the same vision. It's actually to also create a new vision. And I think, again, that this collaboration between Stauffer and Morgenland could generate an interesting, you know, a new way of bridging between classical music and musical languages from the world.
Buonasera, ben ritrovati, bentornati nuovamente allo Stauffer Center. Qualche parola anche per questa sera per introdurre l'ultimo dei 6 concerti, il terzo dei concerti realizzati in collaborazione con il Morgenland Festival, e vorrei subito invitare qui il nostro amico Michael Dreyer. Please, Michael. Michael è il direttore artistico, l'ideatore, l'anima dietro il Morgenland Festival. Con Michael ci siamo confrontati circa un anno fa.
I have honestly loved my time at Morgenland Campus. I assumed that there would be some improv, that I would engage somehow in some Middle Eastern music, but honestly from day one it has surpassed all of my expectations because there was such variety every single day. We started with a warm-up and then we had improvisation, and there was workshops, lectures, afternoon concerts, evening concerts, everything you could imagine from a course and more.
Well, I can say that I would take home with so many things. First of all, musically speaking, it's such a great inspiration for me. Really, because I'm playing, not typical what we would normally refer to string instruments. So that's also the main reason I'm coming here, to explore more musical possibilities.
We've been playing all day, and each tutor has a completely different piece, different time signatures, different vibes, and I feel like I learned something different from each of them.
I have tools now to start improvising by myself and to start improving this skill that I've always been meaning to develop and that I haven't had an opportunity to do so until now.
So for musically speaking, I would say the biggest inspiration is that everything is possible.
Ich habe vorher noch nie so eine Musik gemacht. Ich habe vorher noch nie in so einem Kontext gearbeitet mit Musikern. Und es ist für mich einfach unglaublich wertvoll, was ich auch so für meine persönliche Identität, aber auch für meine musikalische Identität einfach mitnehmen konnte. Und ja, also im Herzen ganz viel Dankbarkeit und ganz viel Inspiration für die folgenden Jahre.